We back, ladies and gentlemen, with the second round of the show.
Don't forget about DeJean White Insurance.
It's located at 634 South Union Street. Come by and give us a try on our homeowner, auto, life, health, and commercial.
Yeah, you can reach us at 337-942-1983. Come by and check us out. And don't forget about our good sponsors, American Bank, Benny's Big Store.
Big Store, and also
Target. Okay, in news here, let's see what I got. Muslims riot in Detroit.
Riot in Detroit,
Yeah.
Muslims
riots in Detroit. In the wake of Osama bin Laden's death, Muslims have gone on the rampage in Detroit, killing anyone who's Caucasian.
Ooh, that's bad.
Police fear the death toll could rise as high as 2. They got,
That's the story for
could
you.
be as high as 2, yeah. And so then, this old man, he wasn't in the best physical condition. He asked the trainer in the gym, he said, I want to impress that beautiful girl over there. He said, which machine should I use? He said, use the ATM machine outside the gym. The ATM machine, that's it.
ATM.
Yeah, you know what I did? Well, we've been having to water our plants, first of all, every day, because it's so dry. We haven't got rain. How long has it been since we got rain, Danny White?
Probably a month or more.
But anyway, man, it's dry as a popcorn.
Dry and a humanity, whatever you call it, humanity, dry heat. Oh man, it's.
The what?
They call it a humanity heat. That's get you so stuffy heat. Call it a stuffy heat, you know. You be all stuffy and heat.
You mean humidity?
Humidity, yeah. Now you got it. Humidity heat.
Okay.
That's the bad heat we've been having. Humidity heat.
You know, I told y'all a few weeks ago about that, maybe last week, I don't know. I'm losing my mind.
But
anyway, I told y'all about those you know, about those 2 coons. That
that 2 coon that coming at your door.
Yeah.
So you got the trap now, eh?
So I set the trap, and I heard something on the porch last night, and he had knocked the trap over, ate the food,
and got away.
and hauled it, you know. So I went out there and he hauled ass. He took off running. So I took the trap and I turned it back right side up, and I went and got a couple of nails, and I nailed the trap. You know, it's made of wire, so I nailed it to the floor of the porch.
Yeah.
So that he couldn't turn it over. I put one on each side and I just kind of bent him over so it wouldn't move.
Yeah.
Then I set the trap back. And this morning last night I got up at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I went with my pistol and my spotlight, and I went around Dr. Doucette's yard, Lucius's yard, and Laddie's yard, and my yard, looking for those armadillos. I got armadillos, they digging up all our flowers and all that stuff in the gardens and all that. So I went looking for them, and I didn't find any. But this morning I found a coon in my trap on the porch.
Oh, you got him?
I got him. So, boy, I went out there and I said, hey, man, boy, he was barking at me, man. He jumped at the screen and all that kind of stuff.
He wants you to get him out, eh?
So instead of shooting him, I said, well, I'm going to take him about 5 miles, 8 miles down the road, and I'm going to turn him loose, you know, let him go in the woods. Well, I picked the trap, you know, I took the nails out. He was trying to bite me and all that. So I took the nails out and I took the trap, and I was hauling it to put it in the back of my pickup truck so that I could take him off. I got about halfway to my truck off the back patio, and all of a sudden, he turned around, went to the back of the trap, boop. He had eaten the wire, and I mean it's a thick wire. He had eaten a hole about this big
in that wire,
in that trap on the floor, and I didn't see it, you know, but it was about this big.
Ooh.
And he actually ate that wire.
Wow.
Now listen, he had to have eaten it because there was no pieces.
No pieces in there at all.
On
On the floor.
Floor or nothing. So he must have eaten it, but he ate a hole in it about this big. And that big coon, that thing was about this long and about, I mean, he's a big fat one. I guess so. He's been eating all my dog food. He got out of that hole.
Got out of that hole.
Man, I wanted to grab him, but I knew he was going to eat me up if I grabbed him. So I wasn't going to grab him, so I just...
Tear you up, yeah.
I don't think he'd be coming back, though. Huh?
How far you was with him?
Oh, I was carrying him. I was going to my pickup truck in my garage.
Oh, I see.
You know, I went down the back porch. You know, the back porch down that ramp.
You put him in the truck to go bring him 5 miles.
Right.
And he got out.
And I got halfway to the truck when I went to open the door on the side of my carport to go to my vehicle. Son of a gun got loose, but I don't think he'll come back. But there's another one.
Yeah.
So and I got it at Tractor Supply. So I'm gonna go by Tractor Supply and see what I can do to fix that trap.
I got some little cats giving me a terrible time.
Some cats? Mm-hmm. Oh, you can catch them in that thing.
I gotta go get it.
It's got a deal on the back of it. It's spring loaded.
Oh yeah.
And it comes up like, well, actually, you put that you got a little thing that you put in it, and you pull the door up and it's spring loaded, so it hooks right there. And then and when you do that, it's got this little flap towards 3/4 of the way to the back of the trap. And when he steps on that thing to go eat that food, that little plate,
it jumps. It closes the door.
Wham!
Close that door.
Shuts that door and he can't get out.
Yeah, that's the one I seen at your house yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a little too light for a coon.
Sure, I don't know. That was a heavy-duty cage. But I'm going to see what they can do about fixing that. So, what you got?
Oh, well, we got some news for the city. An audit made out on the mayor, the state law, reported that Allergy Craven had too much power over the OHA. Mayor Donald Craven may have violated state law and also ethical code, appointing a city employee to the Opelousas Housing Authority board and bumping in some people to the top of the waiting list for the public housing. Craven on Monday denied knowing anything about.
So he appointed a city worker or some city workers?
Yeah, but he said that the city had already...
Opelousas Housing Authority?
Yeah, then he said the city had already had some city appointed before he got to be mayor.
Who's the city attorney?
I don't know the city. Oh, I think it's, I forgot his name. No, he's not a city attorney. I think he's just over the city. What Millspaw was.
He was a lawyer, but he's dead.
But he wasn't a city attorney.
Yeah, he was.
He was?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what this guy is. His name is, let me see what his name is something. He's from Eunice, and his mama name, I can't remember his mama name. He lived not far from our office. But that's the city attorney over the city right now.
Isn't that the guy that ran for alderman or something?
Yeah, that's right. That's him.
What's that guy's name?
I can't call his name right now, but he's the city attorney right now.
It's like a Price.
Price, yeah.
Pride Doran. That's it.
Doran, yeah. Doran. Pride Doran is the city attorney.
Oh.
So that's the thing they have about him and the city right now. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, well. Hey, you heard about that guy that said on May 21st the world was ending?
Yeah, he made.
You saw that?
Guess what? He made over $1 million with a lot of people behind that. He
spent millions. Some of those people gave up their life savings because they figured Saturday was it, you know?
I heard those girls on the show yesterday say that he need to give that money back.
Yeah, well, he says he's 5 months too late. He said in October, the 21st. Now he's saying that's when it's going to be. He missed it by 5 months.
Yeah.
So.
But I've been hearing that for many years, though.
Boy, that guy must be in hot water. Man, I don't know. I don't know if that's really legal to take all that money and stuff. Brainwash people into believing that crap. I mean, you know.
But people usually fall for it, though. A lot of people was believing it.
Guess who's, yeah, well, I don't pay no attention to all that. You know what? When your time's up, it's up.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I don't care what they say,
yeah,
you know.
I'm going to say like one of the newsmen said, the end of the world is like the storm just happened. That's
Yeah, I'm not going to go jump off a cliff, but I mean, I'm not going to be scared of getting in an airplane and fly to Costa Rica.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, they're thinking about 6 major hurricanes
Yeah.
this hurricane season to hit Louisiana.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to see major hurricanes. So I hope not. We done been beat up enough, huh?
Well, yeah, we've been having one after the other, you know, but that's the way the Lord works, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about it but pray.
I got to tell y'all this about Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
He asked for 6 months of retraining for cattle guards. You know what a cattle guard is?
No.
You don't know what a cattle guard is?
Cattle guard is a bridge that keeps the car from going across.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well, let me tell you what Joe Biden, let me tell you what our vice president, cattle guards, he says, this is about as good as them wanting to change the law of physics, okay? For those of you who have never traveled to the west or southwest, cattle guards are horizontal steel rails placed at fence openings, you know?
That's right.
So in dugout places, adjacent to highways, sometimes across highways, to prevent cattle from crossing over that area, okay? So if you got a road going through your pasture and you don't want your cows getting out, you put a cattle guard in. For the same reason, the cattle will not step on the guards, probably because they fear getting their feet caught in the rails, so they won't cross. There's a picture of it right there.
That is right there, yeah. Cattle guard.
So a few months ago, President Obama received and was reading a report that there were over 100,000 cattle guards in Colorado. The Colorado ranchers had protested his proposed changes in grazing policies, so he ordered the Secretary of State of the Interior to fire half of the cattle guards. To fire half the cattle guards immediately.
Oh,
before the Secretary of the Interior could respond and presumably try to straighten President Obama out, the matter, Vice President Joe Biden interviewed with a request that before any cattle guards were fired, they be given 6 months of retraining for Arizona border guards. Arizona border guards and their families. So he wants to retrain to be border guards instead of cattle guards, you know. So, and these two guys are running our country. Come on, man. Is that crazy? He wants to fire the cattle guards. Oh, man. Anyway, we're going to see y'all next week. We sure had a good time on the show, and hi to everybody out there.
DeJean White Insurance Agency at 634 South Union Street. Thanks for listening.
See y'all next week.